Welcome, everybody. It is Thursday night courtship time. It is with the deepest sense of gratitude. I want to extend my appreciation for everyone that's tuned in tonight. I know you guys could be anywhere, and I know that we have some heavy hearts this week. If you guys don't know, courtship was started during the pandemic, during a very troubling, confusing, hurtful, painful time that was unprecedented in many of our lifetimes. During the pandemic, in that quarantine, in that lockdown where folks are stuck in their homes, we created this opportunity, this show, to bring some lightheartedness, some fun, some chivalry, some romance during that difficult period. And in that difficult period, we even came through another difficult period, especially me as a Black man. And most of my team are all people of color. We came through a difficult period of seeing George Floyd, that brutal murder, something that we can't unsee, something that's going to live with us forever. And how that changed and created a spark wave, the demand for equality, a demand for change, action, boycott, protest, even more violence, unfortunately. But that was all part of a call that right when we thought that things were progressing and that we're able to probably move forward and maybe get back and resume with some of the things that we love and cherish in this country, we've gotten hit once again with another unnerving and soul-ripping video that we experienced this week. It led to a new wave of boycotts, led to a new wave of protests. Shouts out to the NBA basketball players, to all the athletes out there, to the executives that made the decision, you know what, it's not about their pockets. It's not about their marketer and advertisers' pockets. It's not about the league, it's something deeper. And here at Quartship, we started thinking about whether we were going to join the solidarity in that boycott. You know, I was thinking about not having the show tonight. But when I was watching the Blake video, the one thing that unnerved me the most, the one thing that definitely hurt me, was seeing the woman, that Black woman, jumping up and down frantically in anguish and pain, hearing her scream at the top of her lungs as Blake was shot in the back of that car. And that really hit me to my core. And I started thinking about a lot of other scenes that I've seen in newscasts and movies of Black women dealing with the pain and the anguish of seeing their husbands, seeing their children, seeing their fathers murdered. And it made me think about all the centuries that Black women have dealt with pain and anguish. And I started thinking about the show and the platform that we created here. We wanted to give women of color an opportunity as well to be praised, to be lauded, to be receiving the same energy in the media, the same way that their white counterparts do. And today we have a crush that deserves that praise, that deserves that laudation about as much as anyone else I've ever seen or met. But before we get to her, I started thinking about using this platform for what it was meant to be. And even just for these 25 minutes, if we can have an opportunity to give praise and admiration, reverence, adoration to a Black woman, then I said, you know what? The show has to go on. This is an opportunity for us to break that to break that pain, and for me to even heal, and thinking about the pain that Black women experienced throughout the time and throughout years, and maybe will continue to experience in the future unless we really wake up, find compassion, love for each other, and demand equality across the board. So if you guys don't know Quartship, I'm Jeff A. Watkins, the creator and host of Quartship. And this is an opportunity in which we can give a woman of color some praise. And we have 3 eager contestants that are willing to do so themselves. I got 3 guys that are vying for the opportunity to meet this dynamic young woman, to earn her respect, to earn her adoration, to earn her attention. And she's going to sit back and receive a bunch of charm and a bunch of wit, a bunch of creativity that's thrown at her. And we're going to see what sticks. All in head-to-head competition against one another in the spirit of vying for this online date that they're competing for. Today's crush is a dynamic woman. She's led through motivation. She's led through inspiration. You know, I got a chance to talk to her. I got a chance to get to know her. When you see her feed, when you see what she's doing, she's an entrepreneur, she's an athlete. She's a powerful woman that's speaking on behalf of the youth, creating new things. So I'm pleased and I'm very excited to bring out today's crush. Even during this time, let's bring out Santia Deck. Santia.
Hello,
Track
hello.
Baby 001. How is it going? How are you doing tonight?
Good, good. You got me choked up, you know, when you was talking just now. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get back in the mood. But yeah, like I'm definitely excited to be here, excited to see
Yeah.
some of the guys and their personalities and see if you know somebody's like decent.
You know, it's good. You know, this show, it's all about the heart. You know, everything, even what the contestants put out, you know, how we find the crushes. You know, we want authenticity. That's why we decided to do it live. There's nothing fake. There's nothing staged. Even as things are going on with the emotions, you know, we always want to put that out. And we really wanted to be honest, you know, on what we're feeling. And I'm very happy to have you tonight. And you know, let's give the audience a little bit about yourself, you know, and let them know a little bit more about you from you instead of hearing it from me.
Sure. So my name is Santia Deck. I'm also known as Track Baby or Queen of Abs or that one football girl, whichever one you choose to say. I am an influencer. I am a professional female football player. I made history by becoming the highest paid female football player. I'm also a shoe company owner. I'm a published author. I'm a fitness model. I just say I'm a serial entrepreneur. So I do a lot of different things. But yeah, like, you know, I'm just excited about this opportunity.
You know what? I don't think, you know, I don't even think you could get everything in one little phrase. You know, we have this little video that we want to put on, you know, just to give folks an idea just how dynamic you are. Let's get to some of this reel that she has here. Look at that, man. What, 660,000 followers? You got a lot of people that are paying attention to you, Santia. Modeling entrepreneur. You know, so that was just a little bit, but you know what we're here for. Like we said, how's your dating life been, you know, over the last couple of months? I know it's been tough for a lot of us, and you're kind of busy. I know you're going back and forth to a lot of places. Every time I talk to you, you're in a different business meeting or a different pitch. You know, what's going on with your love life?
You know, it's really non-existent at this point. You know, I live in Atlanta, so I think that speaks for itself. There's not a lot of high quality men here, to be quite honest. And I'm, you know, I'm very mature. I'm 28, but like I feel like sometimes I'm like 40 years old. I believe in like old school love and chivalry and courting and you know people that are ready to be married and have families and things like that. So I think I probably like scare people my age because I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And most of the time they're still trying to get their life together. So, you know, but in God's timing.
You got a lot of stuff going on. You have your own sneaker. Was it the first Black woman to have a sneaker, right?
So I'm the first female athlete to
Oh,
ever
first
have
female
her
athlete.
own stuff. Yeah, so I made history twice actually by doing that. So yeah, that's been taking up a lot of my time. So I am a very busy person.
And then now you're doing a lot. I know you're doing something that you're raising some money for another project involving the youth that you want to pay it forward to.
Yes, and unfortunately, I can't really talk about that yet, but I am working on something really, really big for the youth. And this is gonna be really my ultimate goal in life. And I wasn't expecting to even really touch that until I was much older, but I feel like the opportunity came, and I'm just gonna walk through the door.
Yeah, you're not just walking through the door. I mean, you're breaking the door down. You're setting new precedents, and you've been an inspiration to a lot of young women, out here, especially women of color. I mean, you're playing tackle football. You first started out playing flag football. Now, how'd you get into tackle? I mean, you're such a beautiful woman. I mean, I don't want to put these stereotypes, but it'll pain me to see you get hurt. To see you get hurt out there. I'm just a little old school in that nature. I mean, how you deal with that? How your folks deal with that?
I mean, so I'm like the perfect mix between like a tomboy and like a girly girl. Because I mean, I've been playing sports since I was like 4 years old. As far as tackle, I was not expecting to get into anything like physical, like a physical sport, until I came across rugby. And honestly, rugby prepared me for football because, of course, I don't have any pads on. I'm getting, flung around on the field and different things like that. But football kind of fell in my lap after I was done with track. And after that, it just kind of was a wrap. When I got the ball, I felt like I was meant to be a football player, and I just kind of took it and ran with it.
Yeah, you are definitely not the average woman. I tell you that. And I salute you. I tip my hat off to you. Like I said, I was very excited to do the show tonight, and even with everything that's going on, I said, you know what, I got to give this woman this platform to get her up here and let her feel some of that courting, let her feel some of that romance that she's been looking for. You've been dying for it for the last couple of months. You've been lacking, huh?
I mean, it's a struggle out here. It's a struggle, so that's all I can say.
Listen, I mean, you could do all your business deals and everything, but still have something, still have someone that you want to, maybe someone new you want to meet, somebody new that you got a spark with, a little chemistry with. That's always something good to inject into all those business meetings and development and creation and inspiration that you're doing, right?
It's always good to have somebody to come home to and somebody to vent to and go out and do fun things. So yeah, of course, if it's the right person, I'm definitely open to it.
All right. So, you know what? We've given the opportunity to three of your followers that we've done a good vetting process. Like I told you before, I mean, we're gonna let people know for certain too that you don't play around. You're a woman of strong value, a strong character. I love that you do it the right way. No shenanigans. And that's why I was like, I definitely got to have you on here, right? No shenanigans. And so I had to make sure that I got three contestants out of all your followers, because we started getting guys through the wazoo. I mean, folks from all over the place, international, like, yo, how can I get down? I still got guys hitting me up literally like 4 or 5 minutes ago. I'm just seeing the stream of, hey, is it too late to compete? I'm like, bruh, we're getting on in 2 minutes.
Oh.
But we have these three contestants that have been spending the last few days preparing themselves and getting the opportunity to shoot their shot finally. I know a few of them might have tried to shoot their shot over the period of time, maybe during the pandemic. Huh? I'm not going to. You don't have to call anybody out, but you might see some familiar faces that you recognize from the profile pictures. But they're serious dudes. They're serious brothers. I tip my hat off to them because they're also here in the difficult time, and I'm really proud to announce them. So let's get straight to the intro phase. All right. So here we go. We have from left to right, we got Big Corey coming out of Alabama, isn't it, right? Birmingham, right?
Yeah.
So introduce yourself. Say something. What you want to? How you want to introduce? Wow. How you want to introduce yourself to Santia?
I was born and raised.
Oh, we're breaking up. Can't hear you. Hold on.
Oh, I'm hear me?
Yeah.
FBB class. I just
Nah,
want
it's
to
still
thank
breaking
you.
up. Some of the problems with live streaming. Can you try one more time, Corey?
Yeah, I'm 4 years old, from Birmingham, Alabama. Psychology, criminal justice minor. Um, I'm about to
Hmm. Let's see if we get back to you. Let's see, we're gonna try to get back to Corey. Milton, if you're ready, Milton, if you're ready, introduce yourself to Santia.
Blessings and prosperity, everybody. Good evening, Santia. My name is Milton Putman, 33 years old, from Detroit, Michigan, born and raised. Played college basketball at University of Southwest. But this is not about me. This is about me getting to know you better. I want to know what your interests are, the little things that social media don't know about you, the books
Mm.
that you read, your different
Mm.
hobbies you like to have, your favorite dish, what type of music. I know you say you like old school, but is it Marvin Gaye? Is it Temptations?
You
Is
want to
it
get into the
Earth, Wind, and
details,
Fire?
huh?
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
You want to get into the details. I got you.
definitely.
All right. So Milton's coming from the straight out of Detroit, and then now we got Paul, Prince Paul, straight out of Florida, right?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
How you doing, Santee? How you doing, guests? How you doing, contestants? My name's Prince Paul Montpelier from South Florida, Bragg County to be exact.
Yeah.
One thing about myself is I'm a realtor, I'm an author, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm also a um, self-published author. I work in retail. I'm a manager. I do a lot of things. I personal train people on the side. I feed the homeless. I do a lot of
Mm.
community work. I'm also a
Mm.
fitness model. So me and Santia got a lot in common. She gonna find out real soon.
Real soon, real quick.
Real soon.
Hey Corey, let's try you one more time, man. Let me try your audio. Can we hear you? Can you say something?
Yeah.
All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Corey from Birmingham,
Damn.
7 years old, fitness enthusiast. So me and Santia have good stuff, but
Yeah, he's breaking up. Yeah, Corey, you're breaking up. So you know what we're gonna do? Milton, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, you know what? Let's get back to Santia real quick. Santia, what do you think? I know we couldn't hear Corey really well, but we got a nice little lineup of 3 contestants. We got some guys from down south. Actually, what? Yeah, well, 2 guys from down south, 1 brother from the Midwest from Detroit. They seem like good guys. They seem like guys that care about the community. What you think about that? What's your initial little assessment here?
Well, first of all, they're all attractive, so that's good. And then they all seem very well put together. They
Yeah.
all seem to have like a little piece of something that I kind of do as well. So I feel like I have something in common already with like all of them.
All right, all right. So you know what we're here for, right? They got the chance to introduce themselves, but here's where they really get a chance to introduce themselves. They're going to shoot their shot on steroids. I'm not saying these brothers pumping in steroids. They all look like they're some workout, buff, fit brothers. I let myself go during pandemic. I know you didn't let yourself go. I was eating too much of my aunt's baking. But I know you've been training throughout, right?
I got no choice. Well, I definitely
Yeah.
want to see like what they're with. I want to see, a little bit more, get a little deeper, and hopefully somebody can impress me.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna let you. After each one does their approach, I might open it up for a question or two. Let me think about that. Especially if we could hear Corey fine. So this is what we're here for: the approach phase, where each of them for the last couple of days have been preparing their approach, all of their wit, their charm, their creativity, their talents, whatever they think they can muster up and put into a 1 minute, 60-second approach on that hot seat, front of the bright lights, front of everybody to see. It's kind of like when a guy is approaching a female, a woman, and you don't know what's happening. You're trying to look at her to see if she's feeling him or not, but we don't know exactly what he's saying. Here we get to see what he's saying, what he's putting out, what he's showing, and we're going to see if Santia's ends up feeling it or not, as much as she's feeling how good they look. So you ready for the approach phase?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Let's hit the approach phase. All right. No, let's try Corey one more time. Corey, let's see if you could. Oh, he's trying to reconnect. Okay, so let's go straight to. Oh wait, Corey's connected. Can we hear you, Corey?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. If you could turn your camera to landscape for a moment. All right, so coming out of the technical difficulty, we're gonna let you set up for 1 second. Now, are you ready?
Yeah, we can go ahead and get started.
Let's go ahead and get started. You heard that. Hit that timer.
So I made some for you, especially everything that's going on. I want to show a little bit of your
Oh my
accomplishment.
God.
I made this for you. I want to remind all you know that you want. You've done things that people have only dreamed about. You're a role model to millions of men and women all around the world. But as a young black female, you know better than I. There are people out there that don't want you to be happy, that want you to fail, that want to bring down. And even though you're a superhero, sometimes that negative energy may get to you. But if it does, I want you to take a look at this poster and just remember how incredible you are. I want you to look back at everything that you've accomplished. And then I want you to look at this poster when you're feeling better. Ask yourself what's next.
Hey.
That was
Well, yeah, you said you had another poster, Corey, or was that it?
thank you.
Oh yeah, other posters right. The what's next? Incredible job, incredible things. Man,
All right.
Oh, I didn't even know mangoes. Oh my God.
Oh, the mangoes is what the mangoes is what's next.
Like that's like my
nah.
favorite fruit ever.
Oh, he found out that your favorite food were mangoes. Ah,
Hmm.
okay, all right. So we're right at the scoring now. That's
Did some
that's gonna
research.
weigh. You did some research. That's gonna help his impact score. Hey, that was a good job, Corey. All right, so that's a good first start. Hey, Santia. So what we give him on creativity? You put the whole poster board together. You had a whole bunch of different things about your life to help pump you up. What you give him on creativity, Santia?
Honestly, I would have to say a 10 because he like definitely put
Hmm.
some thought into that and he literally kind of picked out like the things that I'm really out here doing and things that a lot of people probably don't know. Like people still don't know I wrote a book. But the fact that he had
Hmm.
all those mangoes, which I want all of those by the way, that made it even better.
All right, on impact, what you give him?
I would definitely say, I would also, well, I'll say 10 as well. I think he did good overall.
Well, shoot, 10 is more than good. 10 is like
Yeah, I think he did
supremely
perfect.
good.
I mean, he did everything.
All right, okay. I mean, shoot, we all for that. And on attraction,
I would give him like, I'll give him, let me see your smile. Okay. I would say he get a 9. He get a 9.
you get a 9 on attraction. Wow, coming out the gates. Coming out the gates, we got a 10 on creativity, a 10 on impact, a 9 on attraction for a 9.7. Let's get to the lineup. Okay, Milton.
That's fine.
That's a tough act to follow. You know what? But Santia's feeling, a lot of things that speak to her. So let's see what you got.
Definitely.
You ready, my man?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's get to Milton's approach. Let's get that timer up. Here we go.
How you doing, Santia? I look at chess like I look at life. It's a mental game, and it shows your strategies in life. But the most powerful thing on at the chessboard is your queen and the king. And it won't be right if a queen didn't have her king. And that's where I'm trying to see us to be. And it won't be, and I cannot finish this without giving the abs queen a little abs workout, right?
I know you're gonna dig this.
All right.
Yes, man.
Okay.
Let's get straight to the score. He had to show you a little something. Queen of abs
Right.
and the queen to his chessboard. Big shout out to my mentor, Billy Thomas, that's a big chess fan. Shows me a lot of process through chess. Santia. So he did a little bit of little Floyd, looked like Floyd Mayweather out there, and he had his chessboard telling you, exactly how he wants you to be on his board. What we give him on creativity?
I'd give him like a 7.
7
A
on
7.
creativity.
Yeah.
It's all right, Milton. Hey, man, we're all out here competing. It's all right. What you give him on impact?
I would also give him a 7 on impact as well.
7 on impact. Okay. Hey, the abs, the abs connection wasn't strong enough, huh?
Yeah,
I see.
The queen of abs. She's like, hey, I got a lot of guys that got great abs. So, and on
Right.
attraction, look, he has a great smile. You said all these guys were handsome. What we give him on attraction?
I would give him a 8.
An 8 on attraction. That's solid. I mean, you know what? Hey, he had a tough act to follow. 778 is a solid score, no doubt about that. So let's get back to the line. So, man, we had Corey coming out that blocks heavy, even stuttering in that damn internet blockages, some of his Wi-Fi disconnections. He still came out that block tough. Milton came up, he had a tough act to follow, but, he had a nice, sensitive piece, man. He really put together his chessboard. And we got Paul. What the hell is going on with Paul? He got a multicolored pool coming on. Hey, Paul, we're about to get straight to your approach, man. Let's go. Get that timer up. We're going to go straight into it. It looks like he's about to jump in that rubber ducky. Whoa.
Oh, wow.
He's outside. His Wi-Fi is in there. So I
Yeah.
can't hear you, Paul. Are you muted?
Did you mute me?
Yeah, no, I hear
Can
you.
you hear
I hear
me?
you. There you go. Go ahead.
All right, so I just showed my talent of how many rivers I would swim to get to Santia. So I got her favorite champagne. I got. They can't hear you.
No, we hear him.
We're
We hear
both
him. We got
at.
his favorite champagne. Go ahead.
She got her favorite champagne, Moscato. We're both athletes. We're both entrepreneurs. She matches my fly. We're both self-published author, and I got a surprise for her. She caught it when I seen it, so I had to jump on her. And I have a signed. I got a signed book for her. As soon as we get off, I'm gonna mail this to you. And they told me not to do it, but I'm gonna give you a kiss anyway. Pick Prince Paul, South Florida.
Oh, he got the rose. You know what? That was. Let's get to the scoring. That was smooth. I think with his being outside, that Wi-Fi might not be as strong a connection. We had a good, but he definitely took something to the whole different level. All right, Paul, let's get you back on the screen.
Get me back on the screen. Where the phone?
Yeah, let's get you back on the screen. What you guys doing? All right. You know what? So, Santia, he's swimming through rivers. He's over here. He put the whole, I don't know what you call it, vision board, montage board together, roses in his mouth. What do you give him on creativity?
So I'm gonna have to give him a 10 as well because
10 on creativity.
Nobody knows that my favorite wine is Moscato. So I don't know how.
Oh wait, that's impact. That's impact. Let's keep it on how creative was just the ensemble there. That presentation.
He jumped in a whole pool and came out and had this vision.
Yeah. Hey, that's a first. Anybody that's been watching Quartship knows we never seen nobody jump through any pool. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I love it. So on impact, right, segueing into what you're saying, he had the Moscato. No one knows that you like Moscato, huh?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever said that on social media before. So I don't know how he did that, but he did. So that's definitely a 10. And then he had the vision, so he had my book, and I see pictures of what I've done and stuff, and he had fruit there. That's my favorite thing, fruit. So he definitely did his research.
All right, he did his. I mean, he did enough research because He had a nice little array of things there, just like Corey. And on attraction, what do you give him?
On a
And don't be scared. I mean, be honest. Don't think you have to make someone win here. Let's be honest. What do you give him on attraction?
oh no,
Your
nah,
honest opinion.
I'm honest. I can't
He
even
said,
see his face all the way to be real. So
come a little closer to the camera, Paul.
Come close to the camera.
Yeah. Smile
You can't
for
see
us.
me?
Smile for her. There we go.
okay, so I'm gonna say a 9 as well.
A 9. Okay. Once again, we got a 10 on creativity, a 10 on impact, and a 9 on attraction. Let's get to the lineup here. We already know what's going down. We got Corey with a 9.7. We got Milton with a 7.3. And we got Paul with a 9.7. Once again, we have to go through a tiebreaker. And how we settle out the ties here. Both of these guys got 9.7s. How we settle out the tie here. You know what, Santia, you're going to pick a question that you really want to know the answer to. And I don't want to put these guys on,
Is the lighting good?
Yeah, the lighting is good. I want to give, don't be scared to give these guys a hard time because this is a tiebreaker here. So pick a question that you really want to know inside the answer to. And we're going to ask each of them the question. You know what? You know what we're going to do? We got to do a heads or tails. So I'm going to pull out a quarter real quick. Hey, Corey, call it heads or tails. Heads. Paul, you going up first. Hold on.
2 questions.
2 questions. No, we gotta do one.
Yeah.
We gotta do one. We gotta
Okay,
do one. We gotta do one. Maybe you ask the second question when we find out who the winner is. So, Paul, you're gonna answer the question first. What's your question, Santia?
Okay.
How important is how important is your relationship with God in your life?
How important is God in my life? Without God,
The
I wouldn't
rela-
have been able to get back on my. I wouldn't be able to get back on my feet in 2017. I've been through a lot of ups and downs, and if I didn't believe, and my brand is Prince Motivation, that's in my motivational slogan. It's prayer, patience, and persistence. Without prayer, the whole vision would have never happened. Without patience, I wouldn't have been able to meet my future queen. And without persistence, I wouldn't have been able to have this opportunity, get back on my feet, and soar and have all these different streams of income. So God is very important.
Wow, that was good. That was great. What do you think about that, Santia? You know what? I see you smiling. I don't want to create any bias. Let's let Corey answer. Corey, ask the question one more time so Corey could hear it once again, coming straight out of your lips.
How important is your relationship with God in your life?
Oh man. So 2020 is really lost.
Oh, that connection.
Sound, he might lose the connection. Hey,
I know.
Corey, your sound connection. Oh man, why can't we hear you? Are you speaking close enough to the microphone? Like it seems like it's a. Go ahead, try again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, try it. Speak close to the microphone.
Okay. So I
Hey
lost my
man, rip off one of
granddad.
these things.
Wait, Paul. Let's mute Paul real quick. Go ahead, Corey.
I lost my granddad this year, so I've had to. He was my pastor, my mentor, father figure, and I've had to learn how to navigate my relationship with God without him. So it's been a very difficult thing for me. My whole family is really big on prayer. We're all my uncle's a pastor, my granddad was a pastor, and um,
Mm.
it's been rough trying to figure out, how to. I'm sorry, give me a second. Um, it's been hard figuring out how to navigate my spiritual life without, you know, the person who raised me. So anytime I feel down, I go back to his favorite Bible verse, which is Psalms 30:19, and that. Oh man, I think I was gonna get emotional, but
Just say the
um,
verse.
uh, give me a second. I'm sorry, man.
That's deep. Well,
Many are the struggles of the righteous, but God delivers them from them all, and that just sticks with me every single day without. So, yeah,
all right. Oh, man,
ooh,
Corey, we appreciate you opening up.
I'm good.
Hey,
I'm good.
unmute Paul real quick. Unmute Paul. Corey, we appreciate you opening up. Paul gave a magnificent answer. Corey gave a heartfelt answer. Both of them heartfelt. I mean, these guys have overcome. Santia, you're an athlete. You're a competitor. You're an entrepreneur. You know what it is. And if you want to be a queen, you have two potential kings right here that are vulnerable, that have opened up themselves, and showing you that they're believers and that they're strong in their faith. I mean, it's very tough to go on which way you want to go on. I mean, what's some of your reflections on what you just experienced?
Definitely Paul. I mean, that was a well put together answer. I feel like everything he's done is like very thought out. Um, but Corey, I felt like that was from the heart, and I know what it's like to lose people close to you. Um, and definitely they were like big on helping you as far as like navigating through your faith and everything. So I can totally vibe with that and understand that feeling as well. This is hard. I'm not gonna lie, this is hard. I think they both seem like great guys. They all seem like great. All of them, all
Can,
three of them.
Ask one more quick question, because I don't want. I mean, that was tough. Let's go into double overtime. One more quick question. One quick one. Let's just ask a question that's just like a one word answer. Two
Okay.
word answer, like a quick answer, one
Yeah.
sentence answer.
Okay. So my last question is, what would your ex say you did wrong in your relationship?
One sentence.
Not what
One
she
sentence
did, but what
each.
you did.
What did you do wrong in your last relationship? Let's start with you, Corey. One sentence. One phrase.
You know,
Get close to the mic. We know how the janky the mic is. Get close to the mic.
I didn't open up enough.
He didn't open up enough. And he seems like he's redeeming himself now, opening up. Paul,
Mm-hmm.
one answer, one sentence. What was something where you said that he feels that he did wrong in his last relationship? Is that right,
No,
Santia?
like if I was to talk to his ex, what would she say he did wrong?
Oh, what would your ex say you did wrong in your last relationship?
my most recent ex was 3 years ago, and that's the first time I've been dumped. And I realized that I was very
One sentence.
pretty
One
much into
sentence.
my.
Let's not get too much into it. One sentence. Go ahead.
Okay, so I think I didn't acknowledge her feelings as much. I felt that I wanted to surprise her and propose her when I wanted to, but she wanted to rush the process. So I think I didn't acknowledge her when she wanted to. But I don't think that's
All
wrong. I
right.
think you should propose to someone when you truly want to do it.
That's it. Based off of that, Santia. I mean, those are two great answers. Which one? You saw both of their relationship with God. Let's get to it. We gotta get one. We gotta get one winner. Let's go.
Based on everything that I've heard, I would probably have to
And
go with
seen.
Paul.
Paul. Let's go. We got our winner, Paul. Yeah. Wow, I mean, he is really happy to win. Like, let's give Paul some of his praises. Let's give some of his praises. Let's sing his praises, Santia. What do you like most
Kisses
about
for
Paul?
everybody.
Tell me what you're thinking, what you're feeling right now. Let's go, Santia. What would you dig the most?
Honestly, I think like he came like the most prepared. And I feel like, you know, he probably um, has more experience, you know, more well-rounded than probably the other competitors. And he seems like an overall good guy. So yeah.
Hey, Paul, can
I
you hear me?
appreciate that, man. Yes, sir. I appreciate that,
Hey, well,
Santia. Thank
I
you so
see. I
much.
mean, I could feel the
You don't know,
sincere
man.
gratitude. I could feel the accomplishment
Man, listen, man.
that you feel. You know
Man, we
what,
finna
man?
celebrate.
Y'all gonna
Thank you so
celebrate.
much, man. I ain't going to sleep tonight, man. I'm about to jump back in the pool with the headphones on, man. I'm about to fly to ATL, man.
Wow, you
Mariah
know
County,
what?
we made it.
That's real. I love the realness. You gotta feel that realness. So
Can't wait to meet your queen.
he just can't wait. We're gonna leave it at
Um,
that. You know what, Santia? You enjoyed yourself, didn't you?
I did. This was awesome.
And you got a new guy now that, you know what, I'm really thinking that he's putting his best foot forward, and he's I mean, look how happy he is just to get this
I
online
know
date with me.
it's very cute how excited he is.
It's authentic. So,
Yes.
you know what, that was a great episode. First time we ever had double overtime. We had to have a dual tiebreaker. Man, we felt the authenticity, we felt the realness, even though we came off in some realness, that we're going to remember. Remember that there's things that are happening right now that's far deeper than the show. But, just in this slice of content we're able to put together here, the authenticity, the realness of it being live, unscripted, that's what this platform is about. I want to tip my hat off to all the contestants, to Paul, to Corey, to Milton. All these guys are solid guys. They really put the package together. They really put their foot forward. You know what? Didn't work out for two of them, but I took my hat off to him. You saw how elated Paul was to win. I haven't seen anyone that elated and that happy to win, I think, ever. Santia, such a gracious, elegant person. You know what? Solid. Just a question she asked, like I told you, no shenanigans. Big shout out to Maxim. Big shout out to everybody that's been a part of this. Producer Will Bradford, to Julian Lopez, to Darren Tulad, to Alejo Malia, Ramsey Jimenez, Jennifer Arias, whole team that's coming in here and putting this together each week. I'm glad you guys tuned in. Hope you guys see everything that's on the social media, follow, like, all that jazz. And let's just get out of here. Be safe and enjoy yourselves.